Hello. Today I would like to tell you something about Scrum Values. Scrum as a framework was described to help people develop complex products in complex environment. And together with Scrum, we get 5 values. This is courage, commitment, focus, respect, and openness. Uh, in this video, I'm going to quickly describe those 5 values. However, you might asking yourself why we need values, yeah? Because many companies have values and yeah, what next, yeah? Nothing happened about that. Of course, if we decide to have values, we also should decide live those values. What does it mean? This means that our everyday decision at work should base on those values. If, for example, we make some especially strategic decision, we should check if this decision is aligned with those 5 values. Yes, and why we need values? Yeah, as I said, Scrum was described actually for developing complex product in complex environment. And if we are acting in a complex environment, this means that the future is hardly and it's even impossible to predict, yeah, what will happen next. We may do some assumption, but generally we don't know. And if we base our action on values, on those 5 values, then we increasing our chances to success. Yes. Why? Because somebody checked that if you have those 5 values, then generally companies who have those values, people who have those values are more successful in the complex environment. That's why those values are binded to Scrum. Yes, and let's now go and do quick characteristic of those 5 values. What does it mean, commitment? Commitment means that I do my best to achieve this, what I agree or decide to support, the objective or sprint goal or my team or whatever. Yeah, that I'm fully engaged in this, what I'm doing. Yes. What about courage? Courage means that I'm not afraid to fail. Yes. If I can, if I have options to choose a stronger, more demanding sprint goal and less demanding sprint goal, probably courage means that, well, let's take this more demanding but still achievable sprint goal. Courage means also that I'm not afraid to speak up when I have feeling that I should. Yeah, that somebody, for example, violates my values, then I should speak up. What about focus? Focus means that this what happened right now, right here, is the most important thing. So, for example, we may apply this value to the product backlog. Yes, sometimes people have tendency to to put to the backlog everything they have in their mind. Yeah, and go in the far future and try to predict everything, almost everything what might be needed for our customers. And if we value focus, then we should rather decide what should be our next steps. This future is important, but what about next closest steps we have to make? Yes, and let's focus. Let's decide that we create a sprint backlog about that, and let's do this step without thinking too much about the far future. And now respect. Respect means that if you do Scrum, we work with teams, yeah, and we have to cooperate with other parties of our company and market sometimes. And it's likely to happen that other people will have different opinion, for example, than ours. And respect means that I respect you, so I decide to listen carefully. What do you have to say? And after that, when I will listen you, try to understand, then probably I will respond to this, agree or make a discussion with this what you said. This is an example of respect. If it comes to the last value, openness. Openness means that we are open, for example, for changes. Yeah, that okay, we may agree for a scope, for requirement, but we accept this that the our world is changing, and we are open to embrace those changes. Yeah, and openness also means that we are open for this, similar a bit to respect, because those values sometimes are very close. We are also open for the other person. We are openly want to listen what they have to say. Yeah, and we understand that we are here to serve them by delivering valuable solution for their challenges, right? So this is a short characteristic on Scrum values. I hope that that we all know that the Scrum is about that. Yeah, it's about productivity, which comes from good, strong values, and those values appear in us when we make attempts every sprint to achieving our goals. Yes, by doing this in the long term, we learn that it's very hard to deliver product increment every sprint without those values. And I wish you lots of very interesting and challenging sprints, because that will create those values in you. Thanks for watching. If you like it, comment it, and subscribe this channel, because this information that this what I'm doing is valuable. Thanks for watching, and see you probably tomorrow. Bye.